What if I told you that right now, while the world is still sleeping, there are people out there making sacrifices, rising early, pushing themselves, chasing something greater, because they know, deep down, that they owe it to themselves? What if I told you that all the pain of discipline, all those moments of doubt, every hard choice, these are not signs to give up, but symbols that you're on the right path? You owe it to yourself to find out who you can really become. You owe it to yourself to become something more. If you're new here, this is the Growth Mindset Project. If you crave real motivation to level up your life every day, hit that subscribe button and smash the bell so you never miss a chance to reach your next level. Look, it's easy to envy those who seem to have it all, the superstar talents, the obvious prodigies. But here's the truth that nobody tells you. Being special isn't what sets you apart. It's the consistency, the relentless effort, the invisible early mornings and late nights that most people will never see. And you owe it to yourself to discover your limits by going beyond them. Imagine this: the off-season, 6 a.m. While your friends sleep in, you're up, alone, getting after it, sweat dripping, heart pounding. Pancakes can wait. Comfort can wait. Success doesn't. And when the sun finally rises, it rises on a different version of you, a better version, sculpted from sacrifice and effort. Because you know, you owe it to yourself. And you keep going, gear on your back, heat pressing down, while others are at the pool, the beach, living easy. You're training, tired and bruised, but you show up again and again. It's not about keeping score with others. It's about honoring a commitment to yourself. Because nobody will ever want your success more than you do, and you owe it to yourself to honor that desire, to make it real. Maybe you've faced hits, physical, emotional, spiritual. Maybe you've gone home battered, doubting whether you can get up one more time. Here's what you need to know. Life is hard, and it will always test you, but you owe it to yourself to fight back, to prove that adversity isn't the end. It's the beginning. Every lesson, every loss, every setback, they don't define you, but how you respond. That reveals everything. You owe it to yourself to turn adversity into stepping stones. To approach setbacks with humility, look inward, and pull out growth. Sometimes, the hardest experiences become the best stories, and one day you'll look back and realize, that was the moment I grew. That was the moment I became someone I could be proud of. The real trick is realizing. Ordinary people achieve extraordinary things, not through magic, but through old-fashioned grit. You don't need to be born with it. You need to build it. Build your purpose, your discipline, your work ethic. Do the extra work. Show up when no one else does. Learn when others stop learning. That's how you give yourself a chance, because you owe it to yourself to be more than you were yesterday. Hey, if you're feeling this, like the video and let me know down in the comments. What challenge are you facing right now? What do you owe yourself this year? Listen, you're going to lose sometimes. You're going to get passed over. You might not be picked first. All those high hopes, all that preparation, and still you watch the phone, waiting for your name to be called. When it finally rings, it's sweet, not just for what it gives you, but for what you've earned. For every hard moment that didn't break you, but built you, humility is your best ally. So is relentless, dogged hard work. Focus on what's in your control, not your neighbor, not your rival, not the system. Focus on your reps, on your practice, on your attitude, because that's the only true yardstick. Show up to practice like it matters, even if no one else sees it. You owe it to yourself to take every opportunity as if it was your last. People talk about motivation, but it's not always a blazing fire. Often it's a quiet routine, day in and day out, when nobody's watching. How disciplined are you, really? Can you keep showing up on the days you don't want to? Keep a routine, not for a day, not for a week, but for a year. Stack up days, stack up wins, because that's what success demands. And you owe it to yourself. Maybe you weren't the chosen one. Not the fastest, not the strongest, not the most naturally gifted. But inside, there's something that matters much more. A heart that refuses to quit. A discipline that won't relax. Even if nobody else sees it, you have to nurture that. You owe it to yourself to become the person others can rely on. The person who doesn't flinch under pressure. The one who outlasts everyone, because you endure. Make no mistake, your mind is your fiercest battleground. Me versus me, every single day. Complaints, excuses, blame. They don't pay the bills, and they don't build greatness. Don't be motivated to prove everyone else wrong. Be motivated to do yourself right. You owe it to yourself to treat every practice like a game. Treat every game like the championship. Prepare your body, your mind, your soul. Learn, grow, and stretch